Hi everyone, and welcome to the little video appreciation of the winners of the May International Paris Street Photography Competition. Let me just give you a quick name check to our sponsors, without whom the competition couldn't go ahead. Paris Daily Photo, Guide to Paris, Elegance of course, Prête-moi Paris, Prissimag, and That Lou. Right, first prize, without further ado, is from and by and for Victor. Victor, your second name is not the easiest for me, Pugachu, and he won the Best Photographer category with a very worthy set of 3 photographs. As you can see, they're all in black and white, and I'm seeing a trend here. It looks like people are really equating street photography with black and white, so maybe I ought to throw out my colour film, colour pixels. Here's the first one. Very nice shot looking through one of the passageways onto the Pyramid of the Louvre. Nicely exposed Louvre Pyramid, and because it's so bright, it's made the cyclist, which is a very important and useful element, a silhouette. If the cyclist hadn't been there, then the shot would have been that much weaker, and if the cyclist had been fully exposed, not only would the pyramid have been blown out, i.e. completely far too light, but we might have seen some detail in the cyclist which is unnecessary for the ambience and atmosphere of the shot. Another thing that Victor has done is kept his parallels parallel. In other words, these vertical lines, very often people tilt the camera up to get all of the arch in, and these lines go zooming in towards each other, which looks a little strange. Second shot, I think some post-processing has gone on here, and it's effective. It's turned what could be a typical shot of one of the legs of the Eiffel Tower into a more moody, almost enigmatic shot, with these, again, silhouetted, almost silhouetted shots of people doing their thing underneath this massive leg here. So I like that one a lot. And finally, something I often do with people at the beginning of a photo tour is I say, okay, here we are in the cafe, take a shot of what you've got in front of you, and that's what he's done. And he's got these 5 coffee cups, very, very pure shot, almost Spartan, just the coffee cups, the table, and the curve of the table echoing the curves of all the cups and the saucers. Very nice shot there, good one, Victor. Second prize, Virginia, Kelsa Jones. Here you've got a theme to your shots, more or less. There's 2 shots where it's people playing the classic French game of pétanque, or bowls, I never know how to pronounce it. And you've done character studies, really. This one at the bottom I like a lot. The guy is obviously observing the game. He's got his hands behind his back, he's got his gloves, he's got his special cloth, and he's got his balls in his hand there, and there's someone watching him. I like that a lot. You haven't shown the whole person, you've shown what he's there for. Here you've got someone in action. You can see that he's maybe he's a local, he's got his beer there, and he's playing his game with his pals there. And this final one, I was going to say it could have been a third one on the theme of bowls, but it isn't, except that you do have this echo here of the shiny balls, and the shiny balls here, which is actually a sculpture. The interest of this first shot is the guy, rather enigmatically, sorry if I use that word too much, looking down at this pigeon, and he's right on the right of the shot, pigeon's on the left, and I'm just wondering if there's a bit of empathy going on here, if he's thinking there's another lonely guy like myself. Maybe that's fanciful, but then that's what pictures are about, allowing people to create their own stories in their heads. So lovely photographs there, Virginia, and again, black and white, number 1 and number 2. Number 3 isn't black and white, it's colour. But look what the person's done, and it's Waller 49. I can't give you any more details. And what we've got is 3 pictures which have got the theme of blue, orangey, and green, and I think it's very effective. First one is oh dear, it's the E word again, isn't it? Enigmatic shot of a figure. Almost makes me think of Edith Piaf there, on a kind of smoky street. I don't know why it's smoky. Maybe it's a special effect. Maybe it's something to do with the light, or it was raining. But yeah, very lovely shot there. Second shot, which actually won some other prizes as well, is this guy sitting on a bench up there in the top right, the shadows of the sun drawing him and the bench itself off down to the bottom left. So some nice diagonals there, and again the idea of a guy not necessarily lonely, but there he is reading his paper. He's got his cap on, or could it possibly be a beret, and a little snapshot, and also the angle, of course, taken from above. Probably he's on the banks of the Seine and the person is Waller is looking down on top of him, which is quite a sneaky way of getting some original and different shots. And the last one, this lady, I'm not going to use the E word, with her shopping trolley, which is quite a thing to have in Paris, a shopping trolley, looking across to this sign, Paris d'amour, Paris of love, and there she is. Not necessarily frumpy, I don't know, you can't really tell, but you can see that she's a lady with her shopping trolley and her possibly traditional skirt. She's not the trendiest of people, looking across perhaps rather ironically at this sign about Paris and love. Okay, category for best photo, I've already discussed this one. Well done to Waller. This was appreciated by all of our judges. And for the second one, Virginia, well done again. This one was very much appreciated too. Probably for the reasons I've already mentioned, this connection between the guy who is looking at the pigeon, which I think is important. So you got second prize for that. To be honest, don't worry, first prize, second prize, it's just a bunch of people giving their opinion. In the end, it's all for fun, and one isn't necessarily better than the other. And finally, someone called Faye TDP. I'm sure that isn't their real name. Could that be Daily Photo, the DP at the end, with a lovely shot looking down what looks like a Père Lachaise alley with all the gravestones. You could try taking the shot moving off to the left or the right slightly, so that you increase the zooming down of this angle in the shot. Lovely colours there as well. Then finally, it's the People's Choice winners, and I must admit, I think Faye TDP got his or her friends to vote for her, and you absolutely have the right to do that. The only rules are only one vote per person, so get all your friends to vote for you and you could be the winner, as Faye TDP is here twice as well. So there's the set of three. I was very intrigued by this one with the pigeons here, the seagulls, a little snowman, and the Eiffel Tower. I thought at first the seagulls might be model seagulls, sort of huge mountain-sized model seagulls, but then I think it's just the closeness to the camera that's made them look so big. And a lovely, we've talked about that one, a lovely shot of one of the galleries as well. One of the galleries which is in a better state than some of the others. And finally, because Faye TDP got a lot more votes than everybody else, this is the winning People's Choice Best Photograph. So well done for that. Okay, that's it. Thanks very much for entering, everybody. Thanks for watching, if you've just watched. Don't forget, you can enter every month. You can win things like photo tours, Nikon Coolpix camera, a tour in a limousine to take you to a place of your choice and take you home again, a little fashion photo shoot if you like, and some calendars and various things like that. So it's a great competition. Tell everybody you know. Thanks for watching again, and see you next time in Paris. Bye bye now.